Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I decided to make a review of my pretty much my new buy. This is gonna be a unboxing and tabletop review of the Taurus Model 66 revolver, 357 Magnum, 7 shot, full frame, 4 inches up barrel, 4 inch barrel. Let's just get to it. Let's just get to the unboxing. I don't know how, well, let's see. Well, it's gonna always come with a little ATF pamphlet. It's gonna be the manual. It's gonna be the place where I bought it from. And obviously there's always gonna be, warnings that you're supposed to read and telling you, all the details about a firearm, which I'm hoping that most of you guys already know. It's gonna come with 2 keys. I don't know if you're familiar with these keys, with the way that Taurus does it. I'm gonna get them out of the bag and I'll show you how to do it in a minute. I'm gonna put it right here. There, 2 of them. All right, and let's just get to the firearm. The firearm. See, it comes in a nice little paper bag. All right, and let's get it out. As I said, this is the Taurus Model 66, which I don't know if some of you know. This Taurus based this firearm basically from the original Smith& Wesson 686 model. This one is the one with the 4-inch barrel. Some of them and also the stainless steel. They also come with on black with the in black and come with 4 and 6-inch barrel. One thing that I like, and you can see that it's protected, is going to have a really excellent sight over here. As you can see right here, it's adjustable for windage. Let me see, is it for windage or elevation? Right up. Oh, actually for both of them, for windage and elevation. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, and it's gonna have a nice front side right there for you to see. All right, now we're gonna make sure that there's no ammunition in the gun, and as you can see, it's a 7 shot. As I said, it's a 357 Magnum, but also it's gonna be compatible with the 38 special rounds. This gun has a MSRP of how much is it? $550. I found it a little cheaper than that, as you can see, $499, $500 pretty much. I just recently bought it, still had the tag on it. This is going to be a full frame gun, which is going to be good in certain ways and it's going to be bad in different ways. It's going to be really good because it's going to allow you to have a full, like I said, full size frame, full size length, 4 inches barrel, full grip, which for me is excellent. It feels so darn good on the gun when you pointed it and when you just going around with the gun, it feels so darn good. It's a double action, single action firearm. The barrel feels pretty darn good for what it is. I would give it, I would say 8 out of 10 maybe. The grip, I would say also an 8 out of 10. It's a little wider than what I prefer because my hands are like somewhere on the large, medium size. But this one's going to be a large, maybe extra large hands. So you have really large hands. This gun will feel fantastic on your hands. Also, I don't know how familiar you are with Taurus firearms, but this is a lock. As you notice, this doesn't come with the regular little lock that most guns are gonna come with because this one has an internal lock. And you're gonna use these keys right here. You're gonna stick in this little hole and then you're gonna turn it. And once you turn it, you're not gonna be able to work the gun. Oh, that's interesting. It seems like you can open the cylinder, but what it's gonna do is gonna completely lock the hammer, so you're not gonna be able to pull on it or pull the trigger. So it's gonna do the double action. You're gonna need the key, so you can stick it over there and turn it the other way, so it's gonna go down, and now you can go ahead and operate the firearm. I bought this for myself for my birthday because I've been wanted a 357 Magnum revolver for the longest time. I used to have one and I traded in for a Glock 40 Smith & Wesson, which I regret every day of my life. Because the Glock 40, it's a good firearm, especially because you can get extended magazines and everything. But once you, how can I say it? My taste on revolvers, I have a really big taste for revolvers. Let's just say it like that. I love it. I love how simple they are. I love to open that cylinder and manually load every single cylinder, load it up. The way you can manipulate the revolver, just mess with it a little bit. Double action, single action. The way it looks, it has a, to me, it has a classy look, a classy feel. It's just, you really feel that you had something in your hands. Yes, semi-automatics are fun, and that's what everybody's going for. Just because the capacity that they have, how easy you can load and reload and all that. But revolvers also have their advantages, especially if you're training like a new shooter, like let's say your girlfriend, your mom, your sister, anybody, your friend, anybody you want to take to the to the shooting range. A revolver is going to be a really good option because how easy it is. All right. Anyway, going back to this one, as I said at the beginning, this revolver is based, as I say, it's a Taurus, is based Model 66. It says it right there. This revolver is based on the original Smith & Wesson 689, which was, if I recall correctly, I think it was originally made on the 19. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I got a little bit of the hiccups. I think it was originally designed on the late 1950s. Smith & Wesson made that revolver. It's pretty much also the same thing, except there was a 6-shooter. This is a 7-shooter. Full frame, double action, single action, full frame revolver, 357 Magnum. It was originally designed on the late 1950s. It was carried on even to, I think it's still being made, or I think it was, it was stopped, the manufacturer, they stopped making it on the 1990s, I think it is. And that's when Taurus bought the design and started making their own guns, based off of it. Well, that would tell you that everything has been really well thought out, so it's a model that is been proven. Taurus used to be a really cheap, disposable kind of weapon, kind of gun. Let's just take this out of the way. Kind of gun, but now on the last decade, I would say they have really stepped the game up. With the manufacturing of firearms, whether it's revolvers, whether it's semi-automatic guns, whatever it is, they have really stepped the game up, and they have come out with some really neat stuff. They have come out with a lot of clone stuff, like this revolver. That also has a clones for the 1911. They got clones for the Barrera M92, and so on. They have a lot of clones that they have just bought the rights to make them, and every single time they clone a gun, they always want to put the Taurus touch. That's what I would call it, the Taurus touch. For example, in this one, internal safety and the 7-shot. So that would be their take on it. I really recommend this gun for anybody who has, how can I say, if you want a home defense, you want a range gun, you want just something fun, or if you are just a big fan of revolvers in general, because this is going to be more towards the budget size when it comes to revolvers. I don't know if you've been, this video is being made on August 29, 2022. I don't know if you've been looking at prices for revolvers lately, especially 357s or 44 Magnums. They are ridiculous. You're not able to find anything for under $900 and all the way to like whatever. Let's say a Colt Python. That's going to be like $3,800 and beyond. You go to collector items. Anyway, but this one is going to be a gun that you can use and you can abuse. I wouldn't recommend abusing it, but if you can abuse as well, you can carry with you, you can go camping. And if you know anything about the 357 round is really powerful. So if you ever go camping, backpacking or anything, and you go, let's say, I don't know, you live in Texas and you need something powerful that be able to stop like a wild hog or anything like that, or you live with the Appalachian Trail and there's gonna be a 200-pound bear that you need to stop. A 357 Magnum it's gonna be perfectly capable of penetrating the skin and the fur and just stopping an animal just that big. And especially with this one having 7 rounds, at your disposal. And in case the gun, let's say you've been carrying it, is full of dirt or whatever, or the rounds are too old and one of them is not gonna work, all you gotta do, press the trigger again, and here comes the next one. So it's not gonna jam. It's gonna keep going and going and going until the threat is stopped. Would I recommend to use this to hunt any of those animals that I mentioned? No, I wouldn't. But this would be like a 357 Magnum, even if it's not this gun. But this gun in particular, I would recommend because it's big enough for you to be accurate, to able to control the weapon, but it's small enough that you can carry with you in a backpack situation like that. It weighs, I think it says 36 ounces empty, so it's a little heavy. But it's not ridiculously heavy either. It's solid, being all metal. It's solid. It's the stainless steel model. So it will be a really really good option for pretty much anything except concealment. I do not recommend this for somebody to be walking around with something this size and this capacity and this in this caliber either, because this is like pretty much overkill and really not the tool for the job when it comes to concealed weapons. Like for you concealing a weapon, there are much better choices. I would recommend like a Ruger LCP Max, maybe, or the new Smith & Wesson Chill, or anything like that, or any of the Micro 9 compacts that have been coming out on the market. This one will be good for everything except that. Home defense, backpacking, target practice, training a new shooter or whatever. Oh, and here's the point. Here's something really interesting. Like I said, for training a new shooter, it will be really interesting. It will be really good because even though if it's the 357 Magnum, that it does have some kick to it, but if it's a new shooter, you can easily just downsize and put 38 Special. And you can even use the low recoil 38 Special for a new shooter, because a lot of people gonna put the most powerful gun that they have in the hands of a new shooter just to get a laugh off of it. But here's the thing, man. Yeah, it might be fun for a second, but you don't know how the new shooter is gonna react. That person, that might be their first impression, the first experience with a firearm, and if it's something that scared the heck out of them, they're not gonna want to shoot it again. They're not gonna want to go to the range again. They're gonna get completely discouraged, and guess what? They're gonna get even more scared of a firearm. And that's what we're trying to avoid, guys. We're trying to educate people. We're trying to create more educated, responsible shooters. That's what we're trying to do. And this, I believe, it will be a really good tool for that. As I said, you can see the price that I pay for it, and it's a really good, affordable option for anybody who's just enjoy shooting revolvers in any way, shape, or form. The actions, I haven't cleaned this gun. I have shot these guns only twice. Well, not this one, but it was a different one that my friend used to have, and when I shot it twice, it was amazing. I love it, and that's when I went out and bought myself one. As I said, the action is really smooth. The single action, double action, the trigger is really great. Everything, it looks amazing. And my short experience, my 2-round experience, I really enjoy it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a few hundred rounds through this gun and probably give you a little update later on. Maybe I'll make like a shooting range video and show you a little more about it. Let's see what else. Am I missing anything? As I mentioned, the grip might be a little big for a lot of guys. I don't know, how much of a comparison that will be, or how much that will help you. But this is you can easily take this one off and put a smaller one. They make grips for this. And as I said, it's a really good gun just because the sights are amazing. So it's really good. So once you get to the range, you can adjust it to make yourself more accurate and for the gun to be more enjoyable to shoot. So I really recommend this gun to and pretty much anybody. As I said, this was my my birthday gift to myself. I really like it. I'm really happy with it. So I'll take it to the range and see if that happiness stays. All right, I will let you know, guys. Thank you.